Okay, we're here with Mark Simon from Samtrans, Executive Officer for Public Affairs. I read that right off his name tag, but he does a lot more than that. So explain what that job is and all the things you have to do.
Well, basically, my department is in charge of all government and community relations and all media and communications, internal and external, for the agency. So we're basically spending our time talking to the public about Caltrain and Samtrans, who we are, what we do, why we do it now, and then we spend a lot of time communicating internally with our employees. So
you did a lot of that in your prior incarnations, right?
You know, I'm a recovering journalist, so I spent a lot of time on the other side of the coin, as it were, and it's been an interesting learning curve.
Mark, how many of these great events have you been to?
I can't honestly tell you. For many, many years, Bob Marks and I did the Sunday morning political program where we'd have a panel. Bob would do 10 minutes of stand-up comedy. Rocky probably remembers that. And I can't even remember how far back that goes. So it could be 15, 20 years.
And it gets better and better, doesn't it?
Well, actually, I might disagree with you. It's a certain level of good. I mean, it's a high standard, and it just meets it every year.
Wow.
Which is, you know, you come down here, first of all, it's a chance to talk to people and sit and visit with them in a less stressful environment, or when nobody really needs anything, you can really hash out some of the issues. But it's always been a good program for talking about what's going on in our county, what are the problems and what are the issues we need to talk about.
Yeah, and I think for people that are newer at it, like me, just the networking opportunity to just meet people,
sure,
you know,
sure.
and learn. I'm on a very steep learning curve, but it's been very compelling the way this is put together, and I know you've seen it. So, talked a lot about the mega issue of transportation in the county, which is a gigantic issue that you guys are involved with. So just a few comments on what you're doing and the significance of all the things that are going on in the transportation world.
Well, I mean, the panel I was on, we talked a lot about the need to rethink our community. It was built around the car. It was built around dispersed, diffused communities that are separated by considerable distance. There's no employment centers. A lot of the housing is built in a very diffused way. How do we make that better? How do we make the commute better for people? How do we get them out of their cars? How do we provide traffic relief? And how do we provide jobs and housing, especially housing, that allows people to stay here? So the answer is it's a whole menu of things we need to do. Some of it is we need to rethink our transit corridors, building high-density, high-rise housing there that's close to the transit stations. But it's going to take a village to make this problem better.
No small task, right?
Yeah.
And just lastly, comment. I believe that Caltrain just celebrated their 150th anniversary. What an incredible legacy! It's just hard to believe. 150 years. I don't think I could even do the math.
Yeah, it's really fascinating. You know, it's the oldest continuously operating railroad west of the Mississippi. And when the railroad was built, it's the last time somebody from Illinois was in the White House. It was Abe Lincoln. So it's pretty cool, you know, it's neat to have that kind of legacy in our background and to have it be still so vibrant and so critical to our community now. The community was built around it 150 years ago and then some, and it still thrives around Caltrain. So Caltrain is very much the backbone of our community.
That's very cool. Well, thanks for all you've done and continue to do for the Progress Seminar. Enjoy the rest of your time here.
Thanks, Mark. Thank you.
For more videos from the Progress Seminar, go to www.pentv.tv/videos/specials/Progress Seminar.